You could do a Strat with that.
I could. What is it? Is it cloth or is it paper?
It's paper, but it's got a crocodile emboss in it. So you could
line your shelves with it. That's what I would do.
No, sir. You do not. You put that up on the wall.
Cool.
That is exactly what you do with that. Hey, everybody, this is Matt, and we're at Texas Toast Guitars. Thanks for watching a Friday reveal. We've got some cool stuff to show you guys today. That is to say, Chris does, because the name of the video... The name of the video is Chris shows off some excellent new Strats.
Yep. I think we're both going to show off.
Well, yeah, but you're here. So,
and I am here, yeah.
And you have been, working with them, so...
Could you say I've been stratting?
Yeah.
I have been.
So actually, I'm going to show you one that I have stratted. Let me tell me what you guys think of this one. How do you like it so far? I think this one's ready to go.
Electrically, not a whole lot going on.
Well, no,
kind of quiet.
It's mostly acoustic. Yeah. So
what's the purpose of this one?
This was one that I did with Steve to the kind of the very last guitar that we did to just fine tune everything before we start the $9,000 Strat workshop. Now that's not until August, but there were a handful of things that we wanted to change and just make sure that, like, the neck pocket was exactly right, so that there wasn't anything that had to get done after that besides sanding.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that all the bolt-on stuff bolted on.
Oh, the other thing is we changed bridges. So we wanted to make sure that the Callahan bridge worked properly. So this is just what we did, just to kind of make sure, and we wanted to check to make sure all the Callahan parts are going to work. And as it turns out, of course, they are. Now, when you show up for the $9,000 Strat workshop, you will get all Callahan stuff. This one has the Callahan bridge and the jack and the neck plate and the and all that stuff. And it'll have, like, what else? The Strat buttons.
Yeah.
The only thing that this guitar doesn't have from Callahan is the tuners. This still has Hipshot tuners, but you will get the vintage style. What do they call them?
They're Godos.
But what do they call the post?
The Cluson. Oh, safety post.
So they're that, right?
Yeah, they're vintage. Yeah, it's the good stuff.
Yeah. So this is the guitar. You can pick more. You can pick other things. Like if you wanted alder or a maple fretboard, you can pick that. But this is very, very, very close to what you will get at the $9,000 Strat workshop on day one. And of course, you get to go out to Maximum Guitar Works and be a part of the watch your guitar being made and get in on the action. Yeah. So it's really pretty neat. So everybody who's signed up for the August one, there's 6 people, and we sold out of the August one right away. And I've actually talked with Steve and talked with Dylan and talked with Chris, and we went ahead and added a date in October. So if you missed out on the build up the $9,000 Strat workshop, which by the way is not $9,000, if you missed out on
the Strat that you end up with is valued up to and including $9,000.
I mean, based on some of the things that we know about it,
yeah,
and yeah, I mean, a boutique Strat these days is not inexpensive. So so anyway, you will get a the other thing is you can pick which headstock shape you want. So, like, for example, if you really wanted it, you could have this one, or you could have something more classic. That's all I'm going to say. You get to pick. Okay. So, anyway, so if you missed out on the one in August, or if it sold out before you got in on the action, you can sign up now for the October $9,000 Strat workshop, and we hope that you take advantage of that. So, yeah, Lefty, it's actually less than that, sir. So, anyway, but we added another one too, Chris. We added another workshop. The end result will be. Well, hold on. Let's show off some of what the end results could look like.
Okay. Let's show off the ones that we've already shown off.
Okay.
Before. I think we shown them off. Showed them.
All right. So.
Why don't you hand me one and you grab one?
Okay. I'll hold. You get that one, and I'll get the one that's just like it. So these were guitar. You can't see the burst because my shirt is the same color.
Neither one of us wore our reveal shirts.
So anyway, these are two alder body Strats, maple necks with Chris. The one Chris is holding has a rosewood fretboard. The one I'm holding has a maple fretboard. But other than that, they are the same. Now these have slightly different bridge configurations, and they both have Hipshot tuners. Now these guitars are both available. Like you can buy these right now, right? I think they're on the website.
Yep. So
if anybody is interested in the Strat before, we've got a bunch more Strats coming, and I think there's so many of them that I've been calling it Spring Stratathon, which is silly, I know. So as soon as you guys come up with a better name, you can call it that. So anyway, what do we got going on here, Chris?
You want to talk about all the logistics of these? All the bits and pieces. So we got Hipshot locking open gear tuners. We've got Dylan Talks Tone loaded pick guard. He did all of it. Sent us the pick guard. I just plopped it in there and wired up the jack. Let's see, Goto bridge with Highwood saddles, the coolest saddles ever in the whole wide world. No more owies when you play a Strat. 10-inch radius, medium jumbo wire. I mean, it's
pretty much it's a Strat.
It's your Strat. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So you could make something just like this at the workshop, right? What if you wanted ash?
Well, you could make one out of ash too.
Okay.
So this is basically the same thing, only in ash. With a blonde finish on it. Yeah. And you actually made this body.
I did build
just
this body.
To prove you can, to see if you could mimic the classic contours of these.
Dan would like to know what finish.
This is our 73 finish. It's a low sheen. It's not matte, but it's also not semi-gloss.
Yeah.
That's the 73 gloss.
The idea with this finish, Dan, is it's supposed to mimic the level of sheen of an older guitar without artificially aging without putting a bunch of key marks and belt buckle rash and stuff like that.
Yep. And it's super thin.
Yeah.
This almost non-existent.
This finish is designed to wear as you play it. But it's not pre-beat up.
Yeah, and it's not gonna weather check. It's not gonna do the cold thing and the cracky thing. It's not that kind of a finish, but it will. If you bump it, it'll show. So yeah, just really thin and cool. The more I look at old guitars, the less shiny they are.
Yeah. So Slacker Deluxe says looks like an old guitar in mint condition.
Yeah,
bingo.
That's basically it. Yeah. So nobody came back through and repolished it or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, it sat under the bed for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
50. That'd be like a 72.
70.
Nobody wants that guitar.
Okay.
Would you take that one too?
Yeah, you want to show off?
Sure.
So
what's the deal? Dave saw the body.
Yeah.
This one we did. Oh yeah, this one we did a video on the spin twist paint rig. And showed off the paint rig, and we did this sunburst. And Dave Chenzoff, Dangerous Dave, got a hold of Matt and said, "Yeah, I want that one. Give me that one."
What's cool about it though is Dave didn't see the neck
Yeah, so this thing's got a roasted maple neck, roasted maple fingerboard.
Can you guys see the figure in the neck? Yeah.
It's quite stunning. And it was a good looking piece of wood. And then I started doing the finish on it, and it was like, holy cow, that's nice. So yeah, really, really sharp. And it goes with the guitar well too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So if you guys want to get in on the $9,000 workshop, like I said, there's a brand new workshop that it's on the website right now. Link in the description below. You can get in on the action. $9,000 Strat workshop. And the $9,000 means that's what a boutique Strat like this would cost you.
Yeah.
Because it has what you get in the workshop is, a boutique everything. And you get to go out to Maximum Guitar Works and you get to pick everything, and you get to watch your body being made, and you get to learn to wind pickups with Dylan, and it's got Callahan everything. And it's just a really excellent good time. And on Friday, your guitar is done. Now, we realized that there were some people who might not want to do all that stuff. They might want to work a little less, but get the exact same guitar when they're done. Or maybe they really like, or they don't want to wind their own pickups for whatever reason, whatever. I don't know. Some people just like guitars, and they don't like making stuff. I get it. So we came up with something that Chris has been calling the
$8,000 Strat class.
Yeah, hold on. Then no one can see your face. Since
the $8,000 Strat.
Yeah, let me
class.
hold this while you talk.
All right.
Okay.
The $8,000 Strat class, and it's not because the guitar's $1,000 less, or it's any less of a guitar. It's just not the same amount of stuff. So the class is a little bit less money, but you end up with the same guitar. You don't wind pickups with Dylan. You get to source your own.
You could get them from
Dylan. Get them from Dylan. He'll send them to us. He'll send us a loaded pick guard, or you can bring your own if you want. Bring your own, source your own pickups.
And by the way, I talked to Dylan today. He did say he would be giving people a deal.
Okay, that's cool.
On loaded pick guards.
And you don't get to, or you don't go out to Steve's and watch the CNC machine run.
Yeah, so you show up on Monday and you start in with sanding and paint work right away.
Yeah, so it'll be the same amount of work. It just won't be in 4 days. It'll be in 5 days.
Yeah.
And you won't wind pickups here, and that's a little bit less work too. So
yeah.
So less guitar working, more beer drinking in that class.
Actually, that's what it says on the website.
Steve said too. Yeah, he's like, well, that'll just give you more time to drink beer, which sounded like a good deal to me.
Yeah. So
this neck is sick.
It's positively awesome.
Yeah, I want every guitar I make now to have this.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. So, guys, the $8,000 guitar workshop is also in October. I think it's the last weekend of October. The other date for the $9,000 guitar workshop is the first week of October.
Yeah, I think it starts on the 1st.
Or the 2nd.
Yeah, I
something
remember.
like
It's
that.
on the website under workshops.
$9,000 workshop. Yeah.
Yep.
So you guys can get in on either one of those, and you can build something. I mean, Chris, when they walk out of here, what's their guitar gonna look like? If you have anything to say about it,
it's gonna look like this. Yeah. Or one of the other ones that we showed off. Yeah. Yep. They're gonna be cool.
However, you will on yours be getting the all Callahan stuff. So you'll be getting Callahan bridge. This guitar is a lot lighter. No, there's less stuff on it.
There's less stuff.
So anyway, and like I said, you will be getting the Godot Callahan tuners. You can select whatever headstock you want.
There's 2 headstocks that you can choose from.
There's
this one
and one you've seen before.
That's it.
So okay. So guys, if you want to make it out to one of the workshops, you can come out and you can make something super excellent like this. Or if you don't want to come out to a workshop, but you're like, man, I really want one of them Strats, you can do like Dave did and say, sell me that one. That's the one I want.
Yep, and we have 2 more that we're putting together.
Yes, we do.
And this one will eventually get put together as well.
What color do you think this one should be?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is the grain on that's pretty neat looking.
It's pretty cool. It's got some worm.
Yeah, but that's on the back. That's just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody needs to see that.
You could cover that up with a relic treatment.
Sure. That's a good place to put some belt buckle rash.
What kind of wood do you think this body's made out of, everybody?
I think it's made out of swamp ash, Matt.
Mm-hmm. Is that what y'all think? I would like to hear what you guys think this wood is made. What wood this is, not what wood this is made of. But
when you brought it in, I just thought it was a really quirky piece of ash.
Let me tell you, it's not ash.
If you couldn't already figure that out by me continually saying I thought it was ash.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brian Duncan says wormy chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. Thank you.
Wormy chestnut.
Mm-hmm.
She was a stripper back in the day.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Doc says poplar.
No.
Palowina. Nope. Pine. Nope. Black limba. Nope. White limba. Nope. Yeah,
it's not a wood that is usually used in guitars.
Big Kahuna wants to know if it's alder. It is not alder. Yeah, I you know what I should have done is I should have offered a giveaway, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
It is not eucalyptus, it is not beech, and it is not cherry. It is not white oak. Actually, this is a very, very light guitar.
It's a light piece of wood,
white
too.
oak.
Yeah.
It is not balsa. It is not pine. It is not hickory.
Those...
It is not oak, and it is not fiberglass. So I'm just reading what people have. It is not pine.
Let me guess. SS said fiberglass.
No, Gary Redburn said fiberglass. Yeah.
I knew it was a joker.
Doc wants to know if it's sycamore. It is not. Too much grain for basswood. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Empress. Nope. Carbon fiber. Nope. Paduke. Nope. But I'm going to tell you what
people are just saying.
Now you're
names
just saying
of
you're
woods.
just guessing.
Ironwood.
But yeah. So this is
wood.
Unobtainium. No, it's actually quite obtainium. And for the second time, it's not cypress. No, it's not styrofoam. Is it a tone wood? Yes, it is a wood that has the tone. It does in fact come from a tree. Paulina. No, let me tell you what it is, guys. It's butternut. This is a wood that is not often used, and but Steve had a chunk of it, and I thought, you know what? Let's use that because it looks really neat. So
it does look really cool.
This is butternut. It's very light. Rick, it's not bamboo. I just told you it's butternut. So yeah, it's super, super light, and it kind of has kind of an ashy grain quality to it.
It does. It looks almost like somebody tried to darken the grain, and it sort of got browny too. So I think some sort of translucent something might be cool.
Yeah. How heavy do you suppose this is?
It's
with the neck on it.
I thought I weighed the body. I didn't weigh the body, but it was the body's light.
Mm-hmm.
One of the weird things that's happening in the shop right now is because all the challengers
are hollow.
Yeah. So they're all really light. So you get used to picking those up, and then you pick this up, and you're like, oh, well, it's heavier.
Yeah.
So I weighed this one yesterday, and it weighed like 8 pounds, 1 ounce, or something like that, which is fine for a Strat. That's a good Strat weight, right?
Yeah.
But when you first pick it up, you're like, oh.
It's funny because this body isn't particularly heavy, but you start to add a bunch of high mass stuff to it.
Yeah, one of the things that really adds a bunch of weight is those Hipshot locking tuners.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and big metal bridges. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But the locking tuners add a chunk. You grab the neck with it, with the tuners on it, and you're like, oh, okay.
And Beavis said that he just noticed it does still have the off-body alignment pin hole locations.
Even on the Steve's CNC does them that way. That's how he lines it up from front to back, because you get to do a bunch of routing on the back as well.
Brian Duncan wants to know, want to do a Les Paul in the carb top class. Can I do some weight relief first? Yeah, Brian, I think we can do that. Big Kahuna, what are your thoughts on using Cricut metallic vinyl for graphics and spraying 2K over it? Does it look professional? Yeah, I think it looks cool, man. You should do it. Yeah, you could just leave these on and have these be new strap buttons.
Yeah, a couple of eye bolts and a clip-on strap.
In fact, Brian, I need to talk with you about the carb top, because I've got some some cool stuff. Some of you guys will be doing carved tops, and some of you guys will be doing neck throughs in that April one. And I need to figure out what everyone's doing just so we can be on the same sheet of music. So, yep. Yeah. So Big Kahuna, yeah, give that a try and see if you like it. I think you will. Are you think that tone wood is a real thing or just talking to raise the sales tag? Thank you. Fernando, how about this? I think that if you think tone wood is a real thing, then it's a real thing. And if you like it because it's a specific kind of wood, then you should have it. I think that guitar woods are very traditional. And things like mahogany and maple and rosewood and ebony and ash and alder and white limba are all very traditional woods used for electric guitar making. The further you get from those woods, the harder it is to sell it to people. So if you stick with those, you'll be fine, and no one will go, well, Huck, what kind of tone wood did you use? You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't care. I mean, if you like, Brian, I'm not in the shop tomorrow. I don't think. I might be goofing around a little bit here, but I don't have plans to be here all day. So yeah, I mean, I think tone wood is a real thing. I don't think it's as much of a real thing on acoustic or on electric guitars as I do xylophones. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think traditional woods are used because they're fairly easy to source.
Mm-hmm.
They're not overly expensive in the world of exotic wood, and they're fairly light usually. And a lot of the other more exotic woods are, one, more expensive, two, a lot heavier, sometimes both.
Yep.
So if you can find something that fits into the lightweight and not expensive category, it's probably going to work out just fine.
But don't try to tell me that basswood is a better tone wood than some other thing,
or that it's less of a wood than something else. Too, or that poplar is. Poplar guitars sound like shit. Yeah,
that's hogwash. Unless, again, if you're making a percussion instrument, and the wood is the thing that's making the making the vibrations, then so like in the case of this Butternut, though, it kind of looks like ash, and it's a guitar that I just made with Steve just to make. It was really more of a proof of concept for the workshop than anything else. So yeah. So guys, again, if you want to get in on the $9,000 Strat workshop, that includes a trip out to Maximum Guitars and learning to wind pickups with Dylan. Link in the description below. It takes you to Texas Toast Guitars, and you can sign up there. If you want to sign up for the $8,000 course, which is less money.
It'll be less money.
It's less money. I think it's like $19.99 or something. So, and all you do is supply the loaded pick guard, and you're in like Flynn. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Chris, I don't know what else you want to tell everybody about.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Sunday for the premiere video, which is going to be more carved top work. And I think you'll like that too. So, is that Butternut a more open grain similar to that? Well, you can see it, man. Yeah. I mean, it is.
Yeah. It looks very, very much like ash. I haven't sanded on it yet, but I can't imagine that it doesn't sand like ash. Yeah. Probably finishes like ash too.
Probably. Yeah. It doesn't seem quite as open as the ash, but it's
I don't think so, but it's still pretty, it's light. So it's got to be porous.
When they get the guitar, regardless of the wood that they select for the bodies to be made out of, what will they do for paintwork, Chris?
What will they do for paint?
Regardless of the $8,000 or $9,000 workshop, what will they do for paint?
So the first thing after sanding it and getting it exactly the way you want it is we're going to pour fill it with our new UV pour filler, which is a real game changer. And then after that, we will seal them with 3 coats of UV sealer, which is also another game changer. And then we will decide, we'll sand that back, figure out what color you want to do it. And then we will shoot the color and then probably the 73 finish on top of that.
So your guitar after the workshop is going to could look this good.
Yep.
All right.
It better look this good.
Yep.
I don't see any reason why they won't look this good.
Me neither. All right,
Yep.
gang. We'll
Let's
see
pick
you.
a dumb color.
Don't pick a dumb color. All right, gang. We'll see you Sunday for the premiere. Take care and have a good weekend, everyone.